So in this video, guys, I'm going to break down the easy process how I book calls within 3 steps. Okay. And I know it's crazy because a lot of you guys probably have some big messages and you guys just really do it in a different way. And that's understandable and that's just fine. I just want to show you guys an easier way where I get more done and I book calls to make it easier for the expert. Step one is I like to connect with people because I think it's so important to connect with people, right? Deep within, right? To take that wall down that 90% of people have. Like 90% of people think it's a scam. They think it's going to cost thousands of dollars, or they are used to getting pitched all over the place. And this is one thing that we don't do. We don't pitch people at all. So now that's the first step. The second step is asking what are they working on lately, or what are they doing out in a certain location, right? So what I like to say is, oh, that's awesome, Greg. I've never been to Canada, but that's definitely on my bucket list. So what do you do out in Canada? Right? Or you can say, hey, I've never been out in Canada. What do you do? So which one would you choose? What do you do out in Canada? That's one thing I use because I don't want them to feel that I'm selling them. So I want to make the conversation all about them. Nothing about me, all about them. Of course, I'll bring some things like talking about me, but mainly I am going to talk about them and make the conversation about them, right? Because everybody has that sign on their head. What is it for me? So it's nothing about us. So now when they tell me what they do out in a certain location or what I do, I go, awesome, awesome. That's phenomenal, or that is a great industry. So what is your goals for the rest of the year, if you don't mind me asking, right? So the reason why I say if you don't mind, because a lot of people have busy days and they don't have all day to spend in the inbox. And so when I say that certain word, if you don't mind, that makes them feel, okay, this is a nice guy. He wants to know me, right? He wants to get to know me, right? Sometimes I'll get the call within that day. Sometimes I'll get it within 24 hours. But the point is to get the call as soon as possible, right? But make them feel comfortable. And then after they tell me about their goals, what I really like to do is I like to act busy, right? Act busy. Then I can get them on a certain time to have a conversation laser focused. Okay, when they are laser focused, now they are going to what? Pay attention. And so basically I say this, I go, that's awesome, Greg. So what's crazy is I just launched a huge project helping families and businesses legally and financially. And I thought about you. I have tons of other teachers that are really adding this to what they already are doing. And bro, they are crushing it. And I would love your opinion and just let me know who I can help. Would that be cool? So why would I say, would that be cool? Because I'm asking them for permission to give their opinion on the project that we are launching, right? We want them to feel the most comfortable. When we make people feel comfortable, they will show up to the meeting. They will actually buy at the meeting, okay? When they feel comfortable, because the expert is going to do a couple things. The expert is going to take control of the call. And all we do on the call is edify the expert, and then we press mute. And we just be quiet, right? Until the expert actually asks us for a testimony. And that's what sells the call. But, hold on. And before we get the expert on the call, when we booking the call on their calendar, this is what I like to do personally. is while I'm booking the call, I tell the expert what they do, what their goals are, where they're from, and how excited they are to talk to us. Like, I really just clarify that so the expert can actually take that information and utilize it on the call. And that's going to be a very smooth close because he knows what to do with that type of person. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to cut this video. I know it's kind of long, but that's my process. That's my process on how I do things. But the main thing I wanted you guys to know is give the expert the information about that prospect. So it's going to make it easier for that person to close the deal. All right, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one.